been a while, fellas. Check if my audio's working.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Alrighty.
Passing your receiver. All about running. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A-plus final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound.
Hello, hello.
We're leaving the kings of all crowns.
I know, it's in there.
Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep it flow. But can you
It's been a while, fellas.
what you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Close in the counter of what kind?
Alrighty. Nice. Let's get straight into some face of franchise.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep it flow.
So you may be wondering why I haven't been uploading too much. Surely because I haven't really been finding the time. And yeah. So we're just gonna hit straight off to a pretty significant game. Battle of the Birds. Cardinals and the Falcons, yeah. No one's watching right now, so I don't really need to talk. I'll commentate. I'll commentate on.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
So Matt Ryan and his team marched down the field for 7 points. So they have scored on their first drive. That puts a bit of pressure on me. I'm gonna look for White.
Now a first down throw, Warner.
And that's first down.
It's brought in by Kevin White. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
He's got 1 for 1, 22 yards.
Well executed 22-yard gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A 4th-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Rush by Chase Edmonds.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Rush, not bad.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
Nearly a huge
That's where
bump
your
to
strength's
Edmonds.
supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. It's not a bad idea.
Really
Not at all.
huge
You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, that one falls incomplete.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And a touchdown throw for sure.
Kevin White, his second touchdown on the season.
That was a nice little out route.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Warner. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Here's Warner. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On second down, Warner. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to go back to Clay that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Warner.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning...
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Warner.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. It'll be Warner on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald.
Here we go. Hey, read. Man, I got you. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, Warner. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, Warner. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of it.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 6. On first and 10, Warner. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they take possession. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a timed touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Warner from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
The previous play is under review.
So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches...
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Warner to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down 28-24. At time, a huge factor. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Atlanta, they climb back to 5.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see. Let's get out there.
10. Count them. got one shot left. We are going for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good there. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but What a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game. Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Prescott now. He's got his target. It's Cobb. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the Madden.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We're scoreless after 1. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. It's such